Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Since I've recently uploaded a video about studying with Anki, after that I've been getting a lot of questions on how to get started with the Anki and how to study with Anki basically. So I want to create a separate dedicated videos for this. The first thing to get started with Anki is to download Anki. So let's get to the process. Go to any one of the web browser. You may be using Chrome, Bing, or Firefox, or any of those. So just search Anki. After you search Anki, you will come to this page. So click on this link. Once you click this link, you will come to the official web page of Anki. So Anki is basically a flashcard application. It's a powerfully intelligent flashcards. Removing things becomes much easier. You can read about this in the web page. So let's know what Anki basically is. It says that Anki is a program which makes remembering things easy. You can greatly increase your time spent studying or greatly increase your amount you learn. Basically, it's studying more in less time. So you can use Anki for a different purpose. So it says you can use it for learning a new language or studying for medical and law exams. I'm using Anki for studying for medical exams, but you can use it for other purposes as well. To get started, go down and go to the download. I'm using Anki for Windows. If you are using for different devices, you have different options. So just download it. After you have clicked on the download link, it will probably get downloaded. Okay, I clicked on the link and we'll have Anki downloaded here. But since I've already downloaded, I'm going to cancel this. After it has been downloaded, you can install the applications and launch the applications. Let it get downloaded first, and after it has been downloaded, install it and then launch the applications. Once you open the applications, this is what Anki looks like. So it is plain. There's no any such exciting or engaging things to look about. It's just plain, and that's how it is. I've been using Anki deck. You can use any other decks, or you can create your own deck. We have the options to create deck, so you can go to create deck and create your own options, give the name and create decks. Probably we'll discuss about how to create decks in some other time, but today I want to discuss about using the Premade decks. There are two options on how to use Anki. You can create your own decks or use the Premade decks. And the Premade decks, there are a lot of decks available to you. If you go to the Anki web, then for different subjects you have different decks, so it gets pretty confusing which decks to use. There are two decks that I particularly like. One is Anki and another is the Lightyear deck. Anki deck is basically the combinations of different decks like Zonki and other decks. You can search them on the Reddit page. Basically, there are two places you can find the Anki deck. One is on the Anki web itself, but I found it easy to search in the Reddit because traditionally different Anki decks have been posted on the Reddit. So go to Reddit. Okay, on Reddit, search medical school Anki. In the medical school Anki, go to this launch, medical school Anki launch, and here you can find different decks. Okay, I'll show you. And the sidebar. On the sidebar, we have different decks options available for step 1, and we have different resources, right? It's pretty well organized. So the two decks that I was talking about was one, the Anki deck. I originally started with the Zonki deck. Zonki deck is a pretty good deck to start with, but Anki is a better upgrade to that. It's not a different deck in itself, it's rather the combination of different decks. You can read about how the Anki deck was created by clicking on this link. So let's click on the Anki deck link. Or you can also use Lightyear deck. Lightyear deck, here we have the options for the Lightyear deck. I suggest or I recommend using Lightyear deck to those people who are using boards and beyonds as the primary resources for this study, because this is very well organized according to boards and the resources that are discussed in the boards and beyonds. So particularly there are two decks that I recommend. One is Lightyear. If you go to the Lightyear deck, he has the creator of the deck has explained the things that you need to know about the deck here, and here's the link. You can use this link. Or if you're using Anki deck, you can see the recent updates. V10 is the recent update. I've been using V10, V9. So V10 is the recent update. Go down. You can read all of these about the resources that you have used if you want to. But if you just want to get started, then you have the download link. You have Mega link and the Google Drive link. Just click on the Mega link or maybe Google Drive link if you want. If you want to get started with the lighter deck, you have a link for the lighter Anki deck in the lighter page itself. So click on this link. So we have now two links. One is this mega link for the Anki deck. I recommend using only one deck. Either use Anki or use Lightyear. Don't use both of them because it's a huge deck. You can see it's a 3 GB resources. It's not a small deck. It's a very huge deck and it's very comprehensive. If you can complete any one of these, either Lightyear or Anki, then I think you are very good to go for any exams. So just download it. Either download Anki deck or either download a Lightyear deck. And after you have downloaded, it probably will take a lot of time because they are huge decks, and after some times they will get downloaded and they will probably be in the downloads folder. Then what you need to do is go to Anki and now click on the import file. So you are on the this PC downloads. In the downloads, you search for the deck you have downloaded and then select open. After you have done that, the deck will be imported to the Anki. It may take some time again because importing those 3 GB files is time consuming, of course. And after it has been downloaded, then you can use the decks. I've been using Anki deck. You may be using lighter deck, or what if you are just a new person coming to the Anki, then you may do one thing like download both the decks and see which works best for you, which you find more interesting. But I think if you are not using boards and beyonds as your primary source to study, then Anki deck is a pretty good deck to start with. But if Lightyear is your main resource for study, then stick with boards and beyonds. I strongly recommend boards and beyonds for those people who are using boards and beyonds. So that's how you download the deck, and you can just click on the link. We have the deck is pretty well organized. If you look at it, it's pretty well organized. The decks: biochemistry, cardiovascular, dermatology, endocrine, GI, dermatology. So basically everything is very well organized in this deck. You can use it. Let's just practice some things like memory duct attaches acid chronic inflammations with probably plasma cells in biopsy, and you can see the different informations from the first aids or from the sketching. This is how the Anki deck looks like. You can use any other decks that you want to. We'll choose these decks some other time, and if you want to use Anki in 2 different devices, then you have to synchronize it. You have to create your Anki web account, and you can synchronize and use it across multiple devices. So that's how you get started with the Anki.